So I look at it as we had a good base. You start with a good foundation and you make sure that you build from there. So a lot of people will look at our team and say, man, you've changed the scope of what's going on. And we did. I mean, last year we ran the ball probably about 95% of the time with Hamilton more, whereas now we're passing the ball a lot more. And we got some great receivers out there like Isaiah Jacobs, Corey Collins, and DeAndre Swain. So it's a totally different offensive makeup, which, is kind of exciting because, we kind of form our plan and our goals around the kids that we have coming up versus just having a scheme that we make everybody fit like a cookie cutter. So what we got, we work with.
You've won 3 in a row in this series.
Yeah.
That's something pretty good. I guess the kids might be saying, hey, we want to make it 4. We don't want to follow these guys.
Absolutely. These guys go to school, middle school together, and then they break up in high school. So you got Carnage and Ligon kids who end up going to school at Broughton and Enloe, and it ends up being a bit of a rivalry. So it's definitely something that no matter what records may be, this is a rivalry game all day long. Yeah, so everything is one game at a time. The one thing that we always teach our guys, and the one thing that we talked about a lot last year, was just overcoming adversity and making sure that everything we do, we look at it as once you get knocked down, get back up. Last year when we won our first game on TV, I said, teams would have to play us tough until the fourth quarter. And I think besides Nightdale, every game that we've had has come down to the fourth quarter. So it's not that our kids are giving up or that they can't get things done. We're playing every team until the last tick of the clock. And, we're not going to expect anything less or anything different just because we had hit some adversity earlier in the season. The expectation remains the same, game by game and play by play.
Real run heavy, playing to your strengths last year. You getting to have a little bit more fun, throw it around a little bit more. How do you see, your role this year?
Just being a captain here, leading the younger dudes, just trying my best to fit in or do my job, as Tom Brady says. I feel like every game is a rivalry to us. I just play every game sound, try to play every game as hard as I can. But again, them being another team downtown, of course everybody sees, they're the same team basically, they're in the same spot. No, every game's a rival. Let's go play it like we play every game.
Because every game is a serious game. Even though we won in the past, we just worry about how competitive we can be more to beat them this year, pretty much. Well, I think this year we're more better offensively, passing-wise, because we ran the ball a lot last year. So we just pretty much focus on playing harder through the fourth quarter. Because as you see, we haven't been focused on going through the fourth quarter. That's why we lost by a couple points, so we couldn't pull through. But this game, we're going to work hard in the fourth quarter and try to get the win.
Anything different you've noticed around school? Maybe people that are coming to games, just expectations different after coming off of last year?
Well, it's pretty much the same. They're expecting us to win more, but they still coming out to the game supporters.
This rivalry is really big. It's going to be a lot of people there, and a lot of people will come out, so yeah, it's going to be a big rivalry.
You're playing well. Even the games you're losing, you're hanging in. That's got to have a lot to do with Coach Blocker, man. What do y'all take from him? What's he bring to the team?
He brings a lot to the team. He brings a lot of stuff. He brought a lot of stuff off season and on season. He's helping us with grades and all. He just doing a lot for us.
Well, I think we've made some progress since the last time we talked. We still are not as consistent as we need to be in practice to be really good in games, and we're not as consistent in games as we need to be to have the results we want week in and week out. So that's a constant battle. Every week the theme is execute, 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 focus, focus, focus. And we're coming along, but I think we all, players and coaches alike, would like to pick up the pace a little bit.
But one of the things you haven't done yet since you've been here, I guess, is beating Enloe. So it's got to, at least for the kids anyway, it's got to be a big deal.
It is a big deal. And we would all love to, coaches and players alike, especially after the game last year and the way that ended. I thought it was a heartbreaking loss for us in the final minutes with a chance to win, but also a super fun, super competitive game, sold-out crowd at their place. It was just an atmosphere the likes of which we haven't got to play in a lot. We hope to have a similar atmosphere Friday night and hope to come out with a win over Enloe. We are all very excited about that, but we know it's going to be a challenge. They've got a good team. It will put us at 2-0 in conference. Homecoming, just the fact that it's homecoming makes it big. This will be the biggest crowd we play in front of all year. We want to make a good impression on all the alums that are coming back and all the students that come out to the game. But yeah, our goal is to be really strong in conference this year, and you have to win your conference games, especially your home games, to do that.
Honestly, I feel like this will be the biggest crowd that we've had in a few years at home. From last year, people that went to the Enloe game, it was a sold-out crowd, and we had a lot of people go to that game. So I believe that because it's a home game, a lot of people show out, and a lot of alumni, people that graduated from here. I think it'll be pretty big.
How big is this rivalry, man?
Honestly, other than Leesville, I think this is one of the biggest ones that we have because we know a lot of their players and they know a lot of us, and we butt heads every time that we meet, so it's definitely big. Yeah, that'd be a lot of bragging rights for us. That'd be great.
I definitely feel like it's a rivalry considering last game playing, it went down to the end in the last drive, and it was heartbreaking to lose, and coming into this one, I really want to come back and win. I mean, I know that in conference, we have to be winning if we want to make it to the playoffs, and with a tough conference, that makes it hard, and it means that every week we have to come in focused, and if we want to win, we got to play our best. I feel like we are where we need to be, and I feel like there's improvement coming every week, and I definitely feel like we're starting to click, and it's coming together as a team.
Really, we taking this one personal, because last year it was a close game all the way to the end. So us not coming up with that win, we're taking that to the heart, and we should come out there and just put all our weapons. Us being 3-3, it takes like us looking at where we could be and like where we are right now. But if we stay consistent and disciplined, I believe we can beat any team in our conference.